Hi, I'm Tim Conaway, and I'm running for President of the United States. I am not running with any political party. Why are there political parties in the United States? Well, people have differing opinions about how things should go, and then those people will group together because they have like opinions, and that's kind of the basis of how parties came about. There's an important factor here. The Constitution of the United States does not say anything about political parties. When the Constitution was formed, there were differing political views, but it wasn't, these people didn't represent parties, or in fact, they represented the views of the people that had chosen them, and these people who had chosen them to come to these conventions weren't organized political parties. So there's nothing in the Constitution that says a political party is necessary for somebody to be a candidate for office. However, somewhere along the line, the federal government decided to set up some rules and regulations. Well, some of this is supposed to be to govern spending, but if you look at the rules and regulations, the Democrats and the Republicans have a clear advantage in everything that's going on. The Democrats and the Republicans represent their parties. They don't represent the people of the United States. They have to go along with the entire party agenda. And basically, if they raise money for their party, they get better promotions, they get more support from their party, and when they get into office or they keep office for 20 or 30 or 40 years, they get the perk jobs. The reward, it's like salespeople. They're rewarded for the amount of money they bring in. They get to be salesperson of the month or salesperson of the year. It's all about the money for the Democratic National Corporation and the Republican National Corporation. The parties don't effectively represent anybody anymore. And right now, there's a lot of infighting in the parties about what this should do, who should be, and it's all about their party situation. It's not about doing the job of running the federal government. People will say, people in the parties will say, well, if you don't vote for one of the members of the major parties, you're wasting your vote. Well, that's such an awful lie. You're wasting your vote if you vote for somebody that you don't like, that you think does not represent you. You're wasting your vote if you vote for one guy because you don't like the other guy. That's wasting your vote. That's wasting your opportunity. When I talk to people about voting, and they tell me they don't vote, and I run into this a lot, I ask them why, and they say it's because I don't have a choice. They don't like either of the candidates in the two parties, so they don't vote for anybody. And in fact, around 40% of people in this country who are eligible to register to vote don't even register to vote, let alone go out and vote. And then there are registered voters who don't vote because they don't feel that they have a choice. If you vote for somebody that you think can do a better job, you are not wasting your vote, even if that person isn't part of either of the two major parties. Do not fall into the trap of thinking that you have to vote for either one of these parties. And do not fall into the trap of thinking that because you registered as a Democrat or you registered as a Republican, that you have to vote that. Do not be a robot that is programmed by these people. In fact, why you have to register your party when you vote seems to me to be an unconstitutional issue. You should just register to vote, and you don't have to declare anything. Then you can go vote for whoever you want. Now, I know in the primaries, often they're closed, and if you're a Republican, you only vote on the Republican ticket, or a Democrat, you vote on the Democrat ticket. And why the political parties make the government pay for them to choose their candidates in the primary elections is beyond me. Again, that's just a sinful waste of money. But when you vote on the main ballot in November, you can vote for any candidate, regardless of whatever party you signed up as or whatever party you feel some affiliation for. You are not required to vote as a Democrat or as a Republican. You can vote for the candidate that you think is going to do the job. If you look at the records of the candidates, and when these people, if they've been in office and they want to get reelected, go back 2 years or 6 years and see what that representative or that senator said that they were going to do, what platform they ran on. Then check their record as to what they actually did and see if they did anything at all. And if they didn't do what they said, or they didn't do anything at all, vote for somebody different because they don't deserve to be there representing you and not doing anything. The people in Congress have voted for themselves certain exemptions. They are exempt from the insider trading law, and they keep saying they're going to do something about it, but they never do, and nobody holds them accountable. The government is in the hands of the citizens because the citizens vote. So make your vote count. I'm Tim Conaway. I'm running for President of the United States. I'm not affiliated with any party. I want your vote. I want to do the job that the president is supposed to do. I'm not beholden to any political party. I'm not beholden to any group agenda because it brings in money for the national corporations that these people represent. I want to serve you. The Constitution doesn't require me to be in a party to run for election or to hold that elected office. I'm Tim Conaway. I'm running for President of the United States. I represent the people.